Teacher tip 55. Use appropriate language. Avoid slang. Before I talked about being a professional, and that also includes our language. How do we communicate with students? How do we communicate with our colleagues? How do we communicate with parents? It's very important to use precise language and avoid slang, because obviously we are also role models for our students. They look up to you. As a professional, use professional language. It doesn't mean you can't use humor or use the fun word often, but don't use swear words, don't use slang if it's avoidable. And that also counts for social media. Remember, everything is being recorded these days. Whatever you say will be held against you. So have a higher standard in the way that you communicate with the world. The way that we use our language also affects our mindsets. So if you use a better vocabulary and avoid slang and you use good language, that will have a positive effect on your mindset and the way that you interact with other people. So be a professional, use professional language, especially in the age of social media. Teacher tip 56. Explain the importance of what you're teaching. Students need to understand the value of what they are learning to put in the necessary effort. If we tell our students to try and do something, they need to know why it's important. Would you want to do something if it was unimportant? No. So we've constantly got to impress the importance of whatever the students are doing. What skills are they learning? What knowledge are they gaining? Impress this on your students so that they know why it is valuable to put in the effort to reach those goals. If you explain the importance of the goals and why they're doing something, you will also have a much clearer understanding of how to reach that. That practice of explaining it will help you organize your thoughts and the way that you're going to teach the content. Teacher tip 57. Take pictures of everything. Take pictures of bulletin boards, projects, activities. I told you before that as teachers we should embrace technology and also social networking. So by taking photos of everything, you are gathering evidence to show what your students have been doing. Also, it will give you a much clearer idea of what you've done in your class. If you are asked to explain something to parents or other teachers, you've got photographic evidence. And it's so good for parents these days to see what their children are doing. Take those photos, put it on social media, or if you have a group chat with the parents, put it out. It's a great way to build a relationship with the parents and also to show what the students are doing. The parents will interact with those pictures or with those videos, and you can show them, listen, this is what we're doing in my class. It also provides evidence to the school board. If they said, oh, Eric, what are you doing? I can say, well, look at these pictures of what my students have been doing. Or if they're doing role-playing class, I've got these videos. Make sure that you've got the permission from the parents and the students to film them, and only use it on a network that parents can access. If it's not possible, only take photos of the projects themselves and not the students. We have to understand as teachers how and when to use social media.